the only school that felt to me like they weren't asking what can you do for us, but rather what can we do for you. And something immediately as soon as I got here felt right at home, and it made me feel like they were going to do everything that they could to help me become the artist that I wanted to be, and that was something that was really important to me and really special to me.
I chose Rider. It was literally based off of my audition experience. When I came to the school, you just felt that atmosphere of home and family, and everyone was so likable, and they were genuine to you. So I was like, I don't want to leave. After my audition, mind you, I just didn't want to leave. I'm like, this is my school.
The room immediately was so welcoming and so interested to know what I could bring to the table, and I felt that continued on to my experience here, and I knew that I wanted to be in a program that wanted to do everything they could to help me better myself.
Well, Rider was on a long list of schools that I was looking at when I was auditioning for colleges, and Rider stuck out to me. I visited pretty much every school that I auditioned at, and Rider was the one that really felt like home. I visited a lot of other much larger schools, and they were all great, and they had amazing facilities and everything like that, but there was some sort of disconnect there when I went and visited, and when I came to Rider, it was all about the people and all about the students and the faculty, and there was something about it that drew me in and made me feel like I was home even before I even accepted.
I actually got a chance to do Rider's Student for a Day program, which none of my other choices really offered me. And I think after a day of just having like a collaborative and informative session after session of how to like be an artist just by watching classes, I got so much out of that one day, and I thought if I can get that out of one day, I can get so much out of 4 years, and I made such a good decision.
Rider also accepted me as a transfer as a sophomore. Many programs did not do that, and you'd kind of think that joining a new class, you'd feel kind of left out, but the class that I joined into was very friendly and very welcoming, so I automatically was sold on that. So that's why I came here.
Well, I think for me, you cannot beat the location. I think it's in the perfect little slice of being a nice little college suburban campus, but at the same time with access to the city being, like an hour train ride. You cannot beat it. And with that being said, also with people coming to us as well, it's seriously perfect.
When I first visited, I felt a sense of family, and I felt so welcome. I think that was the biggest thing. I felt so welcomed.
Yeah.
And I felt like everybody here was really going to take care of me and nurture me as an individual artist and not necessarily part of the whole, part of a group.
Yeah.
I really felt like I was being tended for and I was being cared for all the way throughout my 4 years here.
There are endless opportunities at Rider, and the old saying of what you put into it, you get out of it is absolutely true, especially in 4 years in college. And at Rider especially. I've had the privilege of being in several main stage productions. I've gotten to work with pretty much every single faculty member, both in the musical theater department and the theater department, in shows and in classes. I've gotten to work on student productions, other students, their productions, but also had the opportunity to put up some of my own work and write, and pretty much everything I've ever been interested in, Rider has helped nurture and helped facilitate the growth of that.
Mm-hmm. The program itself is so well-rounded. There's so many different acting classes that to take. Like there's a comedy class, there's an acting for the camera class, so many different dance classes. Princeton Ballet School is right nearby. Mm-hmm. I mean, all the voice faculty, half of them come from Westminster. They're all so trained and so equipped to teach us everything we need to know. They're just so, and being so close, like so many opportunities for directors and casting agents to come see us do things. Everyone has kind of taken their own path here, and the program offers so many different opportunities to so many different people. Like we've had students who have created and put up their own musicals. There's so many different things. Like people focus on arts administration. Like my roommate has a double major in arts administration, musical theater. Like so many other schools don't offer you opportunities like that to really branch out and kind of do your own thing.
I've been able to choreograph 2 shows. I got to choreograph Il Mondo della Luna at Westminster when I was a junior, and then I got to choreograph the Penelopead, which was a main stage production this past fall. And I got to learn how to create with other people, also how to figure out how to do stuff on my own, but also with excellent professors that helped me as well.
I've been given a lot of opportunities. I've been very fortunate. I have had the opportunity to work on different main stages here, such as Catch Me If You Can, Spring Awakening, a chorus line, which was also an amazing experience to work with a guest director who worked and did a lot of stuff with the original cast.
It's also encouraged for us to make our own opportunities if we want to. Some people make their own plays. Some people put on their own cabarets, and they're welcome to the new ideas that we want to put into this school.
A lot of programs will try to mold you into being this specific type of performer, but here at Rider, you have so many different options. I was able to put up my own tap show. I was able to be in a play a part that I wouldn't play normally. You're not just put into one category. You are put into many different categories, and
we got to sing for about 6 different casting directors, and that's the most amazing thing in the entire world, because we can go into those auditions and they'll see us and they'll say, hey, we know you, we saw you at Rider. So already there's a connection right there. And
just from individual classwork, every teacher is very much invested in helping you grow as an individual. Nobody's trying to make you into some kind of product or cookie cutter musical theater thing.
I always sit down with Robin. He's always like, I'm in my office up until such and such. Come talk to me. Or Marianne, like whenever you go into our office, like, how are you? Like, what do you want to, like, what's going on with you? Like, they always ask what's going on with you. They want to know what's happening. If something's going on, they want to know. You're not left by yourself. You never feel like you're by yourself at any point.
Really cool because they have every single Monday night we have somebody from the business come in. And we've had Norm Lewis here, Sutton Foster, Michael Feinstein, Frank Wildhorn, Christopher Jackson, just to name a few.
Andy Blankenbuehler!
Sorry. Norm Lewis came. That was cool.
Lewis, yes.
That was cool.
Oh my gosh, we've had so many. Kelly O'Hara.
Billy Porter came.
Okay.
Susan Stroman.
Susan
Stroman. That was cool.
Yes.
I also really loved Casey Nicola and Susan Stroman. They're both very current choreographers, especially with like bigger, flashier musicals. And so it was kind of cool to hear from their end how they also direct and choreograph, and so how they, you know, how their process is. And they were both just like really big, important people. And so it was really cool to hear from people that we're going to be auditioning for.
And we've had so many great people here.
Yeah, we had Michael Feinstein last week.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
That was really cool. My favorite, I think, was Norm Lewis.
Oh, he was great.
I loved seeing Norm, and I loved hearing what he had to say.
Yeah, I loved Sutton Foster, too. She's just wonderful.
Sutton's
Kelly O'Hara was
Billy
wonderful.
Porter came.
Yeah.
Who else? Oh, man. Andy Blankenbuehler came.
Yeah,
that was really
awesome.
great. We had Ryan Steele here.
Andrew Lippa was here. Ryan
Andrew
Steele
Lippa.
was here.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
the list goes on and on.
people,
Yeah,
like,
since we're so close
so
to the city, it's so easy for Robin and Marianne to be able to bring in whoever they need to bring in or whoever they want to bring in, whoever's available. It's been really great to hear from true industry professionals.
And you get every different educational experience, from performers to choreographers to directors to basically anything you really need. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're so close to the city, so we're so accessible to going on auditions even while we're still in school. Like, tons of our classmates, like Sam, have been doing things like throughout their whole like college career, which is so awesome. And it's because we're so close to the city that they have the option to go in and take and go on the audition, and why not? Even if you're not thinking about getting something, but it's also great experience to figure out how the auditions work and things like that.
The thing that is the best about Rider is that they cater to you and what you want out of your university. You know, it's not just one thing and that's it. You know, you're getting everything that you want out of the university.
Really shape you as an individual artist.
Yeah, getting ready to graduate, Rider has definitely prepared me, and not just through academic classes and the kind of curriculum that we get learning about, whether it's dance or acting or voice or anything like that, but also preparing the skills for auditions and being able to go out into the world. And then also learning how to be in a show, getting the opportunity to work on all of these main stage productions with faculty members and staff that are professionals and do this out as a career. And learning how to handle myself in the rehearsal room. But then even more so, just the fact that Ryder's so close to the city, I've had the opportunity to be able to actually go into auditions and gain a lot of great summer work and other work outside of Ryder that has helped build my resume and given me a lot of great connections that I'm able to take out into the real world now.
At Ryder, it's not just about learning about being a great artist, but you also have to learn how to be a great human being.
Yeah.
And I think that's the greatest lesson I've learned here at Ryder.
Be you. It's awesome.
So if you could say Ryder in 1 or 2 or 3 words, go for it.
It would definitely be unique.
Unique is one that I would say.
Yeah.
I would say warm.
Yeah, inviting.
Welcoming, I would say, is another one. I said that before.
I would say inspiring, too. There are a lot of inspiring people here.
Inspiring, for sure.
There's a bunch of
So
words.
there's a bunch of words.
that we think Ryder's great.
Yeah.
Loving, exhilarating, exciting, and challenging.
I would say welcoming, it's second home. It's definitely the second home for most people here. Like, I know I'm going to miss it here so much.
Welcoming.
Diverse, simply because, one, the student body is very diverse. And there's so many different types of kids that come to Ryder. And I think it's because Ryder attracts so many different people. But also the faculty is so diverse in their knowledge and breadth of understanding of art and kind of the material. And the number of opportunities you can get here are diverse, whether it be in plays or musicals, but also writing and directing and anything else you're interested in. So I'd say diverse is a pretty good word.
Ryder to me is family and is kind of a second home. And I love it.
Family, honestly. These are the people who I'm going to be seeing for the rest of my life. As I go to auditions, as I go wherever I go, I'm going to bump into these people. I'm going to still know these people. I've created a family here.